There is nothing. But he watched what they were eating. He goes back to Greece and begin to use that particular principle, modality, or whatever way. And he was curing disease in Greece. He established the School of Medicine, known today. But Hippocrates, when I was arrested, we're going to go into the case now. While I was in jail, I was laughing because I wanted to know what defense would they have against me. You see, I traveled with the best of the philosophers and the religious people. I was never too inclined to that, but I was inclined to pursue because of the energies of life navigating me to this point. But I like it. But I didn't want to be because I'm vulgar, I'm loose, I have no discipline, I'm lazy. So all these things is me. But that's okay, I love it. This is why I didn't want the position. And I made a statement in New Orleans in 1962 that I wanted to give the black woman a gift. Why I selected the black woman? Because in New Orleans in the 60s, late 50s, early 60s, you talk about a black woman, and like you talk about some horrible being. They even call you Sapphire. I said, well, why do we talk about her that way? And she's our mother. I came out of one. I said, I'm going to give her a gift. I was in a barber chair in a thin barber shop. I didn't know the gift was going to be healing, but the gift is healing. And what the woman has done in healing, I've never done. So I know that you all have the capacity because you all are the nurturers. Healing requires nurturing, right? Okay. So now Hippocrates used herbs. And if we go to science, science shows us that the only substance that could assimilate is a carbon-based substance. That's a natural plant. So that's why I was laughing in jail. I want to know what defense they were going to have against me. But I had one ace in the hole that has never been used. Now we could use it because we got it. We won our case. While the judge, I'm going to play a game with the physicians because I know that we're helpless. I know they never had someone like myself in front of their face, but I'm going to rub it on the nose. The judge said, Dr. Sebi, the physician, no, would you please begin? I said, where do I begin, Your Honor? Begin where you say that you have the cure for AIDS and the physician claimed that there is no cure. I said, the physicians are 100% right. There is no cure for AIDS or any other disease. They are right. The judge said, but I have a newspaper here that says that you said there's cure. I said, oh, that. That is a horse of a different color. She said, how does that help me? This sounds like a contradiction. I said, maybe to you, Your Honor, but I'll clear that up. I agree with you with the physician making the claim that there is no cure for AIDS or any other disease. Because the perspective that prepared the physician, his education, his discipline, his modality, doesn't cure anything. So when he said that he doesn't cure it and there is no cure, he's right from his perspective. But from my perspective, there is cure for AIDS and every other disease. What I just did is to bridle the court. Remember what I did. Look what I did. Physicians are right by their modality. But by ours, there is cure. So what is the question that the judge is going to ask? There's only one question. What is the difference? Oh my God. When the judge asks me, what is the difference in the perspectives? Dr. Victor Herbert, who is head of the Veteran Administration, jumped up and said, I beg your pardon, another perspective? Your Honor, we all know that the allopathic is the only one that complements. Dr. Sebi, what do you say? I say, not so. What is your perspective? The African biomineral balance. The doctor said, I've never heard of such a thing. I say, he's right again. You have never heard of the African biomineral balance. But we have to remind the good doctor that he have not heard of a whole lot of things, and the African biobalance only happened to be one of them. What is the African biobalance opposed to the allopathic? The allopathic uses chemicals. The African biomineral balance, not so. We use a vegetable. Why? The body is carbon-based. So we differ in substance used, but we also differ how we perceive disease. The allopathic claim it's a multiple disease. When you have pneumonia, you have AIDS, you have diabetes, you have 3 different diseases. Not so. There's only one disease. The doctor jumped back up and said, I told you this man is unscientific and ignorant. He said that. I said, Your Honor, he's right. I'm unscientific. But if we have to use science as a measure or barometer to reverse disease, science already had 500 years. They have not cured one. So what do we find in the African biomineral balance? It has reduced disease to one common denominator, mucus. And we proceed to remove the mucus from the system by using an electric cell phone, natural plant from the forest. Upon doing so, we nourish the part that was aggravated most. Like if you come to me with cancer of the bones, well, I don't have to put too much emphasis on the blood or the brain. It's on the calcium in the bone, right? But if you come to me with sickle cell, I'm going to clean the body, putting emphasis on the blood. But if you come to me insane, I'm going to clean the body and put emphasis on the brain. That is what we do. An intracellular chelation. That is the African approach to pathology. Opposed to the European, which is the allopathic, is multiple disease. So you see, the FDA now jumped in because the FDA saw we were getting the advantage. We are not going to allow this man to practice or to sell his compounds because we don't know what's in them. The judge said, well, let me see. So he goes through my record. He said, well, this man doesn't show signs of recall. On the other hand, your physician, there's always a recall. So what I think we need to do here is this. You're gonna have to raise your level of understanding of herbs to his, not he drop down to yours. Dr. Sebi, you could use whatever herb you find fit in your repertoire. But the part of this case that really hit home was when the FDA said that I couldn't sell the product. I said, the FDA is right. I should sell the product. Providing they know the food that is consistent with our gene structure. The judge said, what do you mean by that? I said, you see, Your Honor, in creation, you will not find a gorilla in Alaska